Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my channel. This is Tanush, and today we'll be talking about the transit of Saturn to the sign of Aquarius or Kumbh Rashi for Virgo Ascendant or Kanya lagna people, right? So for Virgo Ascendant or moon sign or Kanya lagna, Saturn, when it is still, I mean, even right now, it's in the sign of Capricorn or Makar Rashi. It's in the fifth house. So Saturn or Shani came to your fifth house in January 2020, and it was a very tough transit for you guys, right? So what might have happened was when it came to a fifth house, you might have had issues with your children, disagreement with your children, issues with savings, problem with married life, or with your partner, with your spouse, because Saturn or Shani sitting in the fifth house aspects the seventh house with its third aspect, and that makes marriage very tough. So disagreements, a lot of issues in the marriage. If you had any business deals which you had signed during that period, then they would have gone very bad, right? From fifth house, Saturn is still aspecting your 11th house. So issues with your friends, issues in the network circle, problem with your wealth. So gains from your profession would have been impacted, because Saturn in the fifth house is still aspecting the 11th house, and 11th house represents gains from the profession. So if you were expecting that promotion, loss of promotion, or probably you didn't get that, you were struggling in your job, and from there Saturn also aspects your second house of wealth, meaning things would have been very bad on financial front, because both 11th house and second house were impacted and are still being impacted, right? So it was a tough transit for you guys, and because it is still aspecting the second house, it also shows issues with your family, with your extended family, probably with your siblings or your extended family, disagreements, or some petty issues or quarrels, right? So it was a very tough transit for Virgo Ascendant guys. And now the good news is, obviously Saturn is going to transit into the sign of Aquarius the next month, that is on 17th of January 2023, which is going to be a good one. So let me explain why it's going to be a good one and how it would give you relief. Now Saturn would move to your sixth house, and sixth house is one of the Upachaya houses, wherein the Papa Graha or the malefic planets like Saturn, Mars, Rahu, Ketu, they do extremely well when they are in the sixth house. And if they are in an okay sign, then that would be a wonderful transit. So Saturn coming to a sixth house is an excellent news for you guys, right? It would do good comparatively. It will be a much better period for you guys. From sixth house, it would aspect your eighth house. It would aspect your 12th house. So what you can expect is, if you had any debts, then you can actually work towards closing those debts, or at least reducing the amount. If you were facing some health issues, this is the time where you can actually work on solving those issues, and you will get appropriate solutions. And obviously its aspect on the 11th house and second house now goes away, which means you would do much better in your profession, and the hit on the monetary part of your life would now actually get relieved a lot, and you can start getting gains from your profession. You can expect that promotion which you're due from long time, or if you're expecting any change of job, you can probably try that, and you'll be able to maintain your saving again. And the aspect on the second house also goes away, so savings are indicated, and any issue with the ancestral property or your family members can now be resolved, right? So it's going to be a wonderful period wherein you will get lot of relief, from the variety of issues which you're actually facing. And especially if you had issues with your children, because it was sitting in the fifth house, it made it strained the relationship with your children, and now is the time where you can actually work on improving that relationship. Now, especially for people who were into relationship, or who were actually planning to get married, or who were just married, probably during the starting months of 2020 or end of 2029, it would have been a very rough ride for you guys, because fifth house is the house of love, is the house of romance, how you connect to your partner, to your spouse. And Saturn was sitting there in the sign of Capricorn. Saturn gives a lot of challenges, and you might have faced challenges on those fronts. And it also is aspecting your seventh house, meaning, again, the relationship hit on the relationship. So your relationship with your spouse, your partner, might have gone very dry, extremely dry, to the point, probably right now you might be thinking that, there is no point in continuing the relationship, or there is no love, care, emotional bonding with your partner. So if you have this kind of thoughts, or if you are into this kind of situations, my advice would be, just wait, just stay put, just for another month, and things are going to change. Things are going to change for good. So just wait. Don't take any decision in a hurry. A lot of things are going to change in your life. So guys, these were my thoughts on transit of Saturn to the sign of Aquarius for Virgo Ascendants. If you like my video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back with another interesting video. Thank you so much.